Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bobby Cook. I'm the Career Technical Director for Phoenix City Schools. I would like to welcome you this evening to Focused on East Alabama, presented by Cable TV of East Alabama. In addition to welcoming you to this evening's show, I would like to extend my personal gratitude on behalf of Career Tech here at Central High School, as well as on behalf of Phoenix City Schools, for the opportunity they provided us to showcase to you, the public, what we have to offer each and every day by the wonderful students of Central High School, as well as the instructors of the Career Technical Education programs here at Central High School. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.
Well, folks, once again, we want to welcome you to Focus on East Alabama. As you can see, we have now moved to the drill field in behind Central High School here in Phoenix City. And we want to introduce to you Chief Gary Dudley, who is one of the instructors in our ROTC program here. Gary, let me welcome you to Focus on East Alabama. Now I have to tell you, everybody who is on program with us always has to introduce themselves to our audience, okay? Now, I want you to tell folks all about yourself, your background, your family, where you came from, how long you've been here, all of that good stuff, okay? So just look right there and just tell folks all about yourself.
Okay, all right. My name is Gary Dudley. I'm originally from LaGrange, Georgia. I am married with 3 kids. A wife worked at CB&T Bank. 2 boys attend Alabama State University, and a daughter that CNA at nursing home. One of the good things about it, I'm the Naval Science instructor. We have a senior Naval Science instructor, which is Lieutenant Carlton Jones. We have another Naval Science instructor, which is Gunnery Sergeant Anthony Elder, that helps run this program.
Okay. Now, how long have you been retired now, Gary?
I retired back in 2005. 2011, I came to this program here, and I've been working here ever since.
Okay, that's good. Now, let me tell you, I ask you something. What is it that you really enjoy the most about the Junior ROTC program here at Central High School?
Working with the kids. When you're working with a bunch of kids that want to learn and want to learn leadership and dedicated to the program, that's what gets you to come to work every day.
All right, now let me ask you this. Typically, if a kid is interested in joining the Junior ROTC program here, and I know you've got, what, nearly about 180, I think, kids in this program now?
187, yes.
187. Now, how do kids go about applying for and getting into the Junior ROTC program?
Okay, first thing they have to do, ROTC is another elective for the school. And one of the things they do is they talk to the counselor. If it can fit in their schedule, they'll come up and talk to the senior Naval Science instructor, myself, as well as Gunnery Sergeant, and we let them know that you can get in the program. But they must meet physical standards first.
Okay, physical standards first. Now, do they have to undergo any kind of testing or anything?
Yes, sir. They would do an annual PT test where it requires them to run a mile, do sit-ups and push-ups, also take evaluation tests for its promotion. That's what they do.
Okay, now, how does it help a kid to be in the Junior ROTC program as far as moving along and actually go into active duty military?
One of the things, if a cadet do 3 years in this program, they have the opportunity to go into the Army, the Navy, the Air Force at a higher pay grade, or E3. In the Marine Corps, they can go in as an E2.
Okay, good. So they get a jump ahead of everybody else that's entering.
Yes,
right?
Yes, they do. Extra pay.
All right. Now I know that we have a couple of kids that we're going to be talking with in just a moment. I want you to tell us just a little bit about who these 2 kids are and some of the distinct honors that they've earned.
Okay. One of the cadets is Jada Lester. She's a 10th grade student. She just completed her first drill meet, won first place down in Eufaula. She's an all-A student and a great student to have in this program.
Okay, and the other student
would be Lindo. Okay.
Is that a first or?
That's her last name, because we go by last name. Cadet Lindo would be the other cadet. She's also a junior, all-A student that's in this program. Both of these ladies are officers in our program.
Okay, good. Well, thank you so much for taking your time and talking with us. We're going to look forward in just a moment to talking with the kids.
Okay.
They'll test you. Try to break your will. But however loud the loudness gets, however many cheese puffs may fly, you're the driver, the one in control. stand firm. Just wait. And move only when you hear the click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up till they buckle up.
Catch the first glimpse of the holiday season at Christmas Made in the South, an arts and crafts festival later this year, November 13th through the 15th. See Georgia's most unique selection of contemporary art and traditional crafts from talented artisans from around the country. Meet the craftsmen, listen to their stories, and don't forget your gift list. Discount admission coupons are available at Publix. It only happens once a year, so don't miss all the holiday magic of Christmas Made in the South, November 13th through the 15th at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center.
I lost $3,000 and my home.
Don't let the fear of foreclosure make you the victim of a loan modification scam. Did you know it's illegal for most companies to charge fees in advance? If you're paying money to a company promising help, you may get scammed. To get free help from a HUD-approved counseling agency or to report a scam, call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit loanscamalert.org. Brought to
Folks, we now have with us on program Jada Lester, who is one of the cadets in the ROTC program here at Central High School. Jada, welcome to Focus on East Alabama. I thank you for taking time out from your drill activities out here and visiting with us. Now, we have a custom that everybody that's on program has to tell us a little bit about themselves. So just tell me who you are, about your family, what your aspirations are. You know what the word aspirations means, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. All right. So it's all yours, okay?
Okay, well, I am 15 years old. This is my second year in the NJROTC program. I live in Fort Mitchell, and I want to become a neurologist when I grow up, hopefully at BAU, if it's possible.
Okay, that's great. Tell us about your family.
Well, my mom works actually at Cable TV East Alabama, and my dad is a FedEx driver, and that's pretty much it.
You have siblings?
Yes, sir. I have two brothers, an older one and a little one.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now tell me what you really enjoy the most about the ROTC program here at Central.
Well, I enjoy mostly everything. I enjoy the drill classes, enjoy the discipline. It teaches you how to have an order in life, you know, measuring and stuff. So it's really cool.
Okay, now I understand you were just selected for a singular honor, right? Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. I was selected for the honor cadet at the end of the year ceremony.
And that was held where?
At the school, actually, in the cafeteria.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Jada, thanks for being with us, and we'll be back for another conversation with another cadet in just a moment. Folks, we now have with us Cadet Devon Lindo, and she is going to talk with us just a little bit. And again, Devon, you have to tell folks about who you are and your background and so forth, okay?
Yes, sir. My name is Devon Lindo. I am 15 years old. I am from the island of Jamaica, and this is my second year in the NJROTC program.
Well, that's great. Tell us about your family.
Well, I have 4 other siblings, 1 brother, and 3 sisters.
And what does your folks do?
Do
they work?
Yes, sir. Yes, they do. Yes, ma'am. I mean, sir, my mother works with the Ready Money loan program thing.
Okay. Okay. and your dad?
My dad, he's a construction worker.
Construction worker, all right. And you live here in Phoenix City, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, how long have you been in the junior ROTC program here at Central?
This will be my second year.
Your second year. Now, understand that you, too, have been selected for a singular honor, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell us all about that, please.
Distinguished cadet, sir. That means I have the highest overall score combined in academics, PT, all that.
Okay. I have to assume you must be a straight-A student then.
Yes, sir, I am. I try my best to stay that way.
All right. Good. Thanks for being with us on program today. We appreciate it very much.
It was an honor. Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll be back with more Focus in just a moment.
doctor prescribed a new drug, but before you start taking it, the Consumer Reports Best Buy Drugs campaign suggests you ask your doctor important questions. Why should I take this drug? Are there any side effects? Is there a generic form of this drug? Asking these questions can help ensure you're getting the right medicine for you. To learn more about Best Buy Drugs, go to crbestbuydrugs.org.
Catch the first glimpse of the holiday season at Christmas Made in the South, an arts and crafts festival later this year, November 13th through the 15th. See Georgia's most unique selection of contemporary art and traditional crafts from talented artisans from around the country. Meet the craftsmen, listen to their stories, and don't forget your gift list. Discount admission coupons are available at Publix. It only happens once a year, so don't miss all the holiday magic of Christmas Made in the South, November 13th through the 15th at the Columbus Convention and Trade Center.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Welcome back to Focus on East Alabama. Our last guest on program today, and not least, okay, but the last guest on program today is Chef John here in what is known as the Brick Bistro at Central High School. Now, it got named the Brick Bistro for a unique reason, but before we go any further, I have to let Chef John, who is the instructor in the culinary arts program here at school, introduce himself to you. John, let me first of all welcome you and thank you for taking your time out of your schedule to visiting with us. And I'm going to let you, because your last name is a full alphabet, I'm going to let you pronounce your last name for us.
Chipyevsky.
Okay, now that's good enough. You can say it, right? I will refer to you as Chef John.
Perfect.
Okay, now you have to tell us about yourself. Tell us about your family, your background, how long you've been here, so forth and so on.
Okay. Born in Detroit, grew up in Miami, single, no family down here, but I'm where the Lord has led me, and there's not a doubt in my mind about that. So I love it down here. Be 42 in December, and I've worked in kitchens since I was 15 years old, and I absolutely love it. Food is a passion of mine, and you hit it on the spot when you said not the least of your guests, right? Absolutely love food, the creative aspect, the way it brings people together. It's, you know, when you learn different cultures, that's the first thing you learn about cultures or food usually, you know? And I love the passion that these kids show. And it's fun knowing that I have a impact in their lives. I spent 3 years teaching at Russell County High School, went back into the industry, and I always felt like there was a tugging. There was something missing. And I was praying about it and praying for direction, and all of a sudden Central actually called me, believe it or not. My name got dropped somehow, and they called me, and I just jumped at the chance, and I haven't looked back since.
Okay. Now, John, how long were you at Russell County?
3 years.
3 years down there. Where did you actually get your culinary training? Has this just been an OJT thing, on-the-job training, or have you gone to culinary school?
Both, actually. I did go to culinary school. I went for 4 years. I graduated from Johnson & Wales University. There's 4 campuses across the country, very well known in the culinary industry. But also, like I said, I've been working in kitchens since I was 15. My first real break was, if you guys remember Dave Thomas, the Wendy's founder. I actually worked for his brother, believe it or not.
Is that right?
Yeah, and he gave me my first real break. I was probably about 17 years old, out of high school, and decided I really loved doing this. And they had just built a new Johnson & Wales campus in Miami, and I decided to give it a shot. And then as I was in school, I got to work at the Fontainebleau Hilton, which is a 4-star resort in Miami Beach. I was there for 4 years, and that was absolutely instrumental in my training and my development, and just the passionate side developed there.
Okay, now I know all chefs have a certain aspect of foods that they like, or a certain area that they really love to specialize in, more or less. What is yours?
Seafood. The one thing about seafood is it will truly test your skill level. It's very easy to overcook. It's very easy to ruin it, quite frankly. It's a very versatile food group. There's thousands of fish and shrimp and scallops and lobsters and mussels and clams and things like that. But it will absolutely test your skill level, which I love.
Now, we're going to brag on ourselves just a little bit. Folks, Chef John is featured on a program on cable television of East Alabama. It comes on Sunday evenings at what time, John?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock, and it has a very interesting name. So we're gonna let Chef John tell you the name of that program.
Well, we kind of joke about we're creating a revolution in culinary arts with the students here, and because our mascot's the Red Devil, we are the Red Devolution.
The Red Devolution, okay? And that, again, is on Sunday nights at what time?
Sunday nights at 8 o'clock.
On this same channel, on our cable channel 7. And you actually do cooking on that program, right?
Correct. We have 3 segments that we do each week. And when I was first approached about this project, first of all, I thought it was kind of funny because I always thought I had a face for radio, you know? And I wasn't sure whether this was going to work or not. But we break the show up into 3 segments. We do a couple cooking segments. And then we focus on some of the more outstanding students in the school, some of the career tech organizations, some of the clubs, the sports teams. We want to highlight and feature as much of Central High School as we possibly can.
In other words, it's not strictly just a cooking demonstration then?
Correct.
Okay,
cooking is the heart of the show. But actually, let me back up. Central High is the heart of the show. Cooking is probably the most featured aspect of the show, but we are trying to highlight, like I said, the outstanding young men and women that are going to make an impact in this future.
Well, Chef John, I understand that the foods prepared in the Brick Bistro are actually available to the public on certain days of the week, certain hours of the day, and so forth. So I'm going to allow you the opportunity to tell folks all about how they might come by and have a sampling of your food.
All right, awesome. Basically, we're open Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 1. For those that are coming off the streets, you would have to check in with the Career Tech office and get a visitor's pass. But we've got a very eclectic menu for a high school program. Obviously, we have burgers and some really nice sandwiches. But we have a beautiful brick wood-burning pizza oven outside, hence the name Brick Bistro. We also do a nice selection of seafood entrees with salmon and shrimp. Things you wouldn't expect from literally a high school menu, a high school culinary program. And we've gotten some really good comments from people that have come off the streets. So hopefully it'll continue.
Well, you know what, Chef, I'm going to have to educate you just a little bit. I'll ask the question. Maybe you know the answer to this. If you don't, I'll tell you the answer. How did this place get named as the Brick Bistro?
Well, originally it was the Brick Cafe. The brick is due to the fact that we have a brick, basically our masonry program led by Mr. Shepard created a brick wood-burning pizza oven for us. We wanted to change the name to the Bistro to give it a more of a fancy type feel to it. Chef Phil McCoy was the instructor in the past, and he did a great job with this program. But I really felt like we needed to kind of take this up a notch. So.
Okay, all right, good. Now, I know that we have a couple of students sitting at the table with us now.
Correct.
And these are some of your prize students.
Absolutely.
Please introduce them to us.
This is Miss Naomi Stewart.
Naomi.
And Miss Paisley Flagg.
And Paisley, okay. Naomi, we have a tradition that if you've never been on a program with us before, you have to tell folks about yourself. So tell us a little bit about yourself, okay?
Okay, well, my name's Naomi, as he introduced me. I cook a lot at my house. I like to sing around when I cook, so it's like I'm just one of those crazy cookers, you know, when they're dancing when they cook. So if you ever come in the kitchen and you see me doing a little disco when they're whipping the food, you can't look at me crazy because that's just how I cook. So that's mostly.
Okay, now how long have you been in the culinary arts program here at Central?
I've been here, like I just started this year, so it's really great. Like I have a lot of fun. We cook a lot of interesting foods, and you know I get to eat it, which is the best part. And because you know I'm half the time hungry, so after we cook it, I get to eat it. So and it tastes good. It's fun to cook, and I really like this class.
Good.
May I interject real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you tell the camera and tell the audience at home why I'm the best teacher in the school? Keeping in mind I have the grade book at the fingertips. I'm just joking.
Okay. All right, young lady, we're going to turn to you now. Tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Paisley Flagg. I as well love to cook at home, especially. I like making desserts, cakes, you name it. I love to make it. What else can I say? I am a math whiz. I love math. Science and social studies are on the weak side, but I still do well. I just don't care for them as much. And yeah.
Okay, so you're an officer in one of the clubs here. Tell us about that.
Oh yes, FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America.
Right.
I am the treasurer of that. We recently took a trip to Birmingham. Earlier this week, and it was a junior joint leadership development conference. And basically, it was a lot of motivational speakers telling you how to be confident in yourself. If you're not confident, act confident, and no one will know the difference.
All right. Yeah, very good. Now, I have to ask you this, and even though it may be a little bit of brown, you know what the term brown nosing means? You ever heard that term, brown nosing?
Kissing up.
Kissing up to the who's your favorite teacher?
Well, if you must go there, Chef John.
Chef John. And you?
That was a dramatic pause, by the way, when you said
You'll
this.
notice he has the grade book, he says.
Well, he's my second favorite. My favorite would be my science teacher. I'm sorry, Chef.
Okay, your science. And
but my favorite for cooking would be Chef John.
Okay,
My
all
favorite
right,
cooking.
okay. And your favorite?
Can you get her out of the screen?
Your favorite food to cook?
Anything that's like a dessert.
A dessert. Oh.
Yes, pastry.
And looking at you, you don't eat very many desserts, do you?
Oh, thank you. Oh, you're talking to her. I'm sorry.
And how about you? What's your favorite food?
Well, to cook desserts, but like anything really, honestly.
Okay, all right. Now, John, I have to ask you this question because being a native of Phoenix City, Alabama, I know how frugal some of us can be in this neighborhood, right? So I have to. How do your prices range as far as the Brick Bistro is concerned?
Well, one of the things I tell people is that we will match quality with anybody in this area.
Okay.
First and foremost, period. We will match or beat the quality of food served here. But secondly, because we're not a traditional restaurant, our cost lines run a little differently than most restaurants. So we're able to get away with not charging as much. So our prices range from $5 to $8, and the $8 are the seafood entrees.
Okay.
So for salmon or shrimp for $8, that's quite a bargain.
Yes, it is. All right. Now, your salmon or shrimp normally are not deep fried, right?
Well, we
I would
offer
assume.
fried shrimp, but we do shrimp scampi. We do a Thai-style shrimp, a Thai-style salmon, a blackened salmon, a teriyaki glazed salmon. So.
Okay. All right. Now, Chef, I would be remiss if I didn't allow you the opportunity to once again remind folks of your cooking program, which is shown on our cable channel, cable channel 7, and the time and day of your program, and once again, the name of the program.
Well, the name is The Red Devolution, and we air Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. It's a half-hour program. We do a couple cooking segments. We feature some fine students like the two young ladies you see here, even though I'm not the favorite teacher of one of them. But it's a great program. It's a great highlight to show off the students in the school.
And an invitation to folks to come by and visit with you here and enjoy the meals.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're welcome to make that invitation.
Come join us. Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 1.
All right, good. We thank you, too, for being with us for Focus on East Alabama today. We trust that you've enjoyed this program as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Need to remind you, this is brought to you courtesy of Cable Television of East Alabama, your hometown connection for cable television, high-speed internet, and home telephone. See you for our next program.